What up, it's your boy, the Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness all over your face, neck, and chest. And today I am reviewing one of the worst pieces of shit ever known to humanity. One of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen in my life. And that is 2017's Justice League. One of the worst superhero movies ever. Probably, maybe on par with Batman and Robin. They're both competing to be the worst superhero movie ever made. Probably one of the worst movies ever made. Holy shit. Oh my God. When I saw this movie in theaters, I wanted to throw up. When I saw this movie in theaters, I was praying for the fucking corona. I was like, holy shit. How can a movie be this fucking bad? It was terrible. I honestly thought that this was a joke. I thought this was a parody. I've seen fucking porn parodies of Justice League with better performances and a better script and better direction than what this fucking piece of shit garbage Joss Whedon did. Oh my God. I swear to God, I stick to this. I think the movie was sabotaged by Joss Whedon and by Geoff Johns, because obviously Joss Whedon and Geoff Johns, maybe they colluded, because I know there's stories of Joss Whedon being a horrible piece of shit on set, treating the actors like shit. Obviously, the whole thing with Ray Fisher and Geoff Johns, obviously, making jokes about the Snyder cut. I think there was some jealousy with him and Zack Snyder, because Zack Snyder was creating like these new iconic imagery and images for Batman as a superhero, and Geoff Johns probably got jealous and he wanted to be like the next Kevin Feige. And I think that's what it is. Geoff Johns wanted to be the next Kevin Feige, so that's why he talked to Warner Brothers and was like, look, we need to get Zack Snyder off this because it needs to be more like Marvel, because Marvel is the big money maker machine and they're all family friendly, so we should do the same for DC, not knowing that DC is its own thing. DC and Marvel are two separate companies. DC and Marvel are two separate entities. That's like Star Wars and Star Trek. Set in space, but two entirely different concepts. And Geoff Johns, like I said, was jealous of Zack Snyder, so he wanted to boot him out. And Geoff Johns thought that he was king shit, and he was gonna save, quote unquote, the DC universe. And he wanted to be the next Kevin Feige, and he put all his input in it. And he thought that he did a good job. And obviously from this fucking... and obviously he was massively mistaken. Oh my God. Joss Whedon did such a terrible job with his direction. His script is so bloody awful that it feels like it was written by a high schooler. I think a high schooler can write a better script than what Joss Whedon did. I mean, just the stupidity behind these lines and the direction and the CGI face with Henry Cavill. Who thought this was a good idea? The fact that you open with Superman and the badly rendered CGI face. What the fuck were you thinking? No one in the entire fucking studio thought this was a bad idea? Like no one. No one had any input. No one raised their hand in class and said, hey, this looks horrible. I think we need to go back and fix this. Or maybe just, leave Henry Cavill with the fucking mustache so we won't have to embarrass ourselves and spend hundreds of millions of dollars trying to render a CGI face. But no, Joss Whedon was like, no, I got this. I made Avengers. I know what I'm doing. And obviously he did not know what the fuck he was doing, because he made a horrendous picture. Oh my God. Like I feel so bad for Henry Cavill in the cast that has to see that probably on the internet forever and see that horribly rendered CGI face. I feel so bad for the guy. But now that the Snyder Cut is coming out, we can erase this continuity. We can wake up from this nightmare that Joss Whedon and Geoff Johns produced. Oh my God, it was so fucking bad, so bad, and the story make no sense, because obviously Joss Whedon rewrote the whole fucking thing with 80 pages of new script, and it was so badly written. I really don't know what Joss Whedon was trying to do. Was he just trying to copy what he did with the Avengers? Was he trying to make a movie for 5-year-olds? Like, I don't know what his intentions were. What was the goal in doing this? Was it just simply to sabotage and make fun of what Zack Snyder did? Well, the joke's on you, you stupid motherfucker, because you made one of the worst movies ever. So I don't know if that was his intention. Or was it Geoff Johns, again, a guy who clearly does not know what the fuck he's doing because he messed up Green Lantern, that 2011 film with Ryan Reynolds. And he did such a piss poor job here that it clearly shows this man does not know what he's doing. Stick to comic books. Stick to what you know. Stay in your fucking lane. Because this is what Geoff Johns thinks is good. This is what Joss Whedon thinks is good. Or at least I fucking hope not. I really hope there are two options here. Either he sabotaged the film on purpose, or he really is that bad of a director. Those are the only two options, and those two options are not good. So tell me, what happened? What happened here? What happened here? Was it complete sabotage from day one? Because apparently the studio executives saw what Zack Snyder did and considered it unwatchable or a fucking mess. They considered what Zack Snyder did a mess. But what they saw here, did they honestly think this was good? I really want to know if they honestly think that this version of Justice League was so superior to what Zack Snyder did. And I'm going to take a long shot here, but I'm going to say no. Because this is a Saturday morning cartoon. Not even that, because that's blasphemous to say, because I've seen Saturday morning cartoons with more depth and more complexity and a better storytelling than what was shown here on the silver screen back in 2017. This is absolute fucking garbage. Trash. Basura. Garbage. That's French for garbage. Because of fucking Geoff Johns and his fucking ego, and Joss Whedon, who was obviously a piece of shit on set, and probably thought, well, I'm going to rewrite this whole thing and I'm going to make it fucking better. Because I did a highly mediocre Avengers movie. And I know what I'm doing. Let me write a scene where fucking Flash lands on top of Wonder Woman because I'm a fucking pervert. That makes sense. That's the Flash. That's how you treat one of the most iconic superheroes of all time, Wonder Woman. Flat on her back so Flash can land on top of her. You fucking sick pervert. You fucking weird-looking mushroom-tip dick motherfucker. This is your idea? This is what you think of Wonder Woman? This is what you think of the Flash? You sick freak? And this is what Geoff Johns approved. This is what Geoff Johns thought was going to save the DCEU, quote unquote, which, by the way, didn't need fucking saving at all. This is who Geoff Johns, Joss Whedon, and WB executives were trying to impress with the fucking bloggers and the weird pink-haired feminists who write critic reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. That fucking garbage site. This is who they were trying to impress. And you got fucking this PS2 version of fucking Steppenwolf that made no sense in the movie whatsoever. That was not even a credible threat whatsoever. That had no presence whatsoever. This is fucking PS2 graphics right here. This is Thanos. This is Thanos right here. What the fuck were you thinking? Where you changed the entire OG design from Snyder to this? This is what Geoff Johns thought it was cool? This is what Joss Whedon thought it was cool? Now can we put to rest that Geoff Johns is a fucking moron that has no business in movies whatsoever? Can we now put to rest that Joss Whedon is a fucking overrated director and an overrated writer? This film alone exposed the two of them. They're exposed. They're done. This is your fucking nerd master here. This is the king of nerddom, Joss Whedon and Geoff Johns, Who's a good comic book writer? I give him that. But when it comes to movies, sir, you are fucking an imbecile. An imbecile. You are banned from movies. You are banned from fucking movies. You shouldn't. Jeff Johns, Joss Whedon shouldn't even be fucking directing a porno film. That's how bad they are. Oh my God. This is what Whedon shot. Put a fucking plastic bag in front of one of the coolest Batman shots that Zack Snyder directed. And they thought that was a good idea. Who thought this was a good idea? What the like? What? I'm so perplexed. I'm so confused. Who thought this was good? Why would you do this? The whole fucking color palette with the red sky was so fucking annoying. It gave me a fucking headache seeing this shit in theaters. This was not cool. What were the like? Oh my God! I don't even know who's in charge. Who's making these decisions? What was going on? What was your thought process? Just to fucking sabotage the entire film? To prove that you could make a better film than Zack Snyder? Guess what, bro? You're fucking wrong. Mission failed. Because you just proved that you have no business directing a film ever again. Especially with the fucking corny lines that made no sense. I'll just push people and run away. Who the fuck says that? What? What? This is your idea of comedy? This is your idea of who the Flash is? This is your idea of who the DC characters are? If it is, let me know. So I could punch you right in your fucking face. Because you are a fucking pervert, Joss Whedon. You have no business writing anything comic superhero related ever again. Remember that whole ordeal with or that deal he had where Warner Brothers was interested in him doing a Batgirl movie? That shit got axed real quick with the quickness. Nah, Joss Whedon, we're good, bro. Go back to fucking Marvel and direct Captain Marvel 2 and do your fucking shitty jokes over there and have a guy land on top of her. You fucking weirdo. And Joss Whedon, fuck Joss Whedon. As far as Jeff Johns, just continue making your fucking comic book writers. Do your fucking comic books, write your comic books, but stay away from anything TV or fucking movie related. That whole Green Lantern project, yeah, that shit got axed with him real quick. He was supposed to be in DC fandom. Did you see him in any of the panels? Was he even mentioned? Nope. What does that tell you? That tell you he's gone. He's dust in the wind. And Zack Snyder and the new management at Warner Brothers stepped in because they saw Justice League and said, what the fuck were you doing? You people should be fired. You people should be fucking jailed. And now we're going to let Snyder take over. The way it used to be. The way it should be. And not fucking ruin Superman any longer. Because you just fucking derailed Superman even more with this fucking bullshit interpretation of him having ice breath, which we never even seen in Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. Where the fuck did that come from? And giving him fucking corny lines like, I stand for truth and justice, whatever the fuck he said in that movie. Jesus Christ, I blocked it out because it was so traumatizing to me. And have him have a stupid race at the end with Barry Allen. That made no fucking sense. Where did that fucking come from? He doesn't even know who these people are. He just got introduced to them and he's already fucking doing races with Flash? Does this make any sense? Are you fucking retarded? And you have these people who actually thought this was a good movie. You have people out there that actually think Justice League is a good movie. They prefer it over Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. I'm not joking. To those people, you should be fucking committed. I am not joking. You should be fucking lobotomized. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You probably fucking kick puppies for entertainment. That's how like you people are so fucking like I don't get you. With this fucking humor, this forced Marvel humor that's not even funny. What's funny about this? I don't not like you. Shut the fuck up. With this fucking stupid CGI face and Ben Affleck looking all bloated because of the fucking reshoots, and he doesn't want to be there at all. None of the actors want to be there because they loved working with Zack Snyder. They loved his vision. They were on board for his vision, not for fucking Joss Whedon and Geoff Johns, who wants to prove that he has a bigger cock than fucking Snyder and prove to the world that he can make a better movie. Sorry, bro, you have a flaccid cock. And go back to fucking making comics. And don't ever, ever return to film or TV ever again. Do your fucking Stargirl shit. But yeah, Geoff Johns, Warner Bros. Executives, Joss Whedon made one of the worst superhero movies of all time. They ruined Justice League. And now we're going to get the real version next year by Zack Snyder. The real film. The better film. The exceptional film. Not this fucking garbage that we had to live with for years. But now we don't have to live with that shit anymore. That shit is going to be erased from continuity. It's going to be gone, forgotten. Throw that shit in the trash. Burn it. Wish I could fucking burn I wish I could fucking throw in fucking Geoff Johns and Joss Whedon and burn it with the rest of the fucking trash. Garbage. Absolute fucking garbage. So fuck you, Geoff Johns. Fuck you, Joss Whedon. To all the WB executives that robbed us of what we could have had from Snyder. And now we're getting it thanks to AT&T, HBO Max, and Warner Media. Thank you for giving the fans what we want. And burning this fucking piece of trash. Throwing this in the garbage. Send it off to hell where it fucking belongs. This piece of garbage trash. One of the worst superhero movies ever made. Fuck this movie. All right, I'm done. I'm out. Hit like, subscribe, all that good shit. Fuck you, Joss Whedon, Geoff Johns. Truth out.